Hey, hold it right there. I'm afraid I have to take you in. Did you hear me? You speak English, don't you? Hold! By the authority granted me by the state of Texas, I'm hereby arresting you.
You all right there, little brother?
Fine. Just taking this man into custody.
Uh-huh.
Well, Johnny Depp, it's such a pleasure to meet you today, and congratulations for another knockout performance as Tonto in The Lone Ranger. I imagine you must have had a lot of career highlights and personal highlights at this stage in your career, but to be welcomed in by the Comanche Nation and given that seal of approval to play Tonto must have been up there with the best moments.
It was one of the most, it was one of the, certainly one of the high points of my life, one of the prouder moments of my life, you know, to have been not only accepted, welcomed, but adopted into the Comanche Nation as an honorary Comanche was, it's up there with, you know, right up there with, almost with having kids, you know.
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
I was very proud.
And do you think it's something that your friend and mentor Marlon Brando would have been very proud of?
I think Marlon would have made sure that he was there at the ceremony when they adopted me. Yeah, for sure.
And growing up now, I imagine when you were playing cowboys and Indians, you were never the kid who wanted to play the cowboy. Is that true?
It's very true. Yeah. Even as a young kid, I always thought that I don't know. I thought it was an unfair portrayal of the Native American. You know, in movies and in television. I thought, no, I mean, you know, why are they always the bad guy? Why are they the savages? Why are they lesser than, or, you know? And when you grow up and, you know, you start to read the real history of what actually happened, not necessarily what the winners wrote, but what actually happened. It's you know, it's pretty devastating. You know, what happened in our country a couple hundred years ago. Well, you've done a fantastic job. I mean, kind of righting the wrong that was done there, so well done. Thank you. At this stage of your career, I mean, everybody wants you in their movie, and particularly with Disney, you've become their go-to guy for these larger-than-life characters. But as you have the wealth of choice in front of you, how important is it for you, maybe now more than ever, to really challenge yourself and push the boat out with characters like Tonto or like Captain Jack Sparrow? I mean, I think as an actor, your main responsibility is to your audience, because they're the ones that give you the job, really. You know, they're the ones that keep you employed. They're the ones that keep you in the movies just by simply going and buying the tickets and seeing the film. But it's always important for me, for the audience, to do something different each time, to try to challenge myself each time in terms of coming up with a character. You know, that because if you bore your audience, you know, that's about the worst crime you can do in my job. You know. Coming from Ireland now, I have to say I'm a massive fan of Chocolat, and I can't not commend you on your accent, because so many actors, I mean, who are amazing actors in their own right, tried the Irish accent and don't get it right. But having spoken to people about coming to meet you, they were like, definitely tell him that we were so proud of that one. Wow. Really? So did you find that one challenging? The Irish accent, yeah, for sure. It was definitely challenging, most definitely. But you know, I spent so much time in Dublin, and they're the warmest, sweetest people on the planet, the Irish, and it's sort of like you can't help but sort of sponge it up. Yeah. So I was very lucky in that way. Yeah. Before I let you go, a little birdie told me that you said of your island that the only thing that was missing was that you didn't have Guinness on tap. Did you get it? Did you ever get it? I did not get it. No. That's a shame. Well, I don't have like a keg of Guinness, but when you do eventually get it, I've brought you a little gift from Guinness. So you've got Guinness beer mats to have your Guinness on. Love it. And a little Guinness crystal glass in there. So there you go. That's a gift from all your Irish fans back home. That's fantastic. Hopefully they'll come and use. Guinness is I mean, that's all you need, really. I know, that's all you need. Life. Johnny Depp, thank you so much. Thank you, I love the nails in particular, wow. Thank you, very cool. That's my daughter's revenge. Really?
Akanayute, Keosu, Makia, no Taiga, Utiae.
Why are you talking to that horse? Why am I covered in dirt?
I buried you.
Why am I alive?
Eight men rode into canyon. I dug 7 graves. Horse says you are a spirit walker. A man who has been to the other side and returned. A man who cannot be killed in battle. Something very wrong with that horse.
If we ride together, we ride for justice.
Justice is what I seek, Kimosabe. People think you are dead. Better to stay that way.
You only wear a mask.
There'll come a time when good man must wear mask.
All right. Let's do this.